Alright, just waiting for Twitch to pick up. Alright. Alright, sounds good. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Don't think so. I think it all looks pretty good. And now I'm reading Twitter, not doing stuff on stream. Hey Steve, hey White, hey Jared. Had a final. Well, good luck on your final. So I guess we're pretty much good to go. So, welcome to Code Channel. I'm Code. We're gonna be playing Rogue Legacy. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But anyways, so yeah, we're down to just like 2 trophies left in Rogue Legacy. I was going to pick at doing getting the rest of the blueprints casually during the day, and I did not. So, oh, so we're screwed too. Definitely. All right. Is it? So we're like 3 blueprints short, I think, right now. 1, 2, 3. 3. So we're gonna be kind of cleaning off the rest of these blueprints. Then we're gonna get into the real focus of the stream, which is going to be that trophy I forget the name of. Thanatophobia? Thanatophobia. Thanatophobia. Alright, we're gonna try it. I don't expect us to have much success, but we'll have to see how it goes. So right now we're mostly just looking for, in particular, the sort of puzzly rooms. They tend to have blueprints more often than like this. This would not be a puzzly room per se, but oh god, this is a mess. Okay, we gotta get rid of that skeleton right away because it's like trashing up this place. Oh my god. Oh god, there's many skeletons. There's a problem. Okay, let's get out of here. Clear the screen for a second. That's kind of the thing with Rogue Legacy. Later runs in the game, and I'm even using 2 like difficulty downs right now. Rogue Legacy gets a little bit. It sort of changes from trying to dodge everything to just how much you can regain your health while kind of fighting your way through the damage. No blueprint. Was kind of hoping on that one, but oh well. Oh shit. This isn't going so great. Could be going a little bit better. That's okay. Nothing in here. Nope. But anyway, so all we can really do is kind of grind this until we find the remaining blueprints. So. This is something I suppose I could have probably did off stream, but I kind of felt like playing the game anyways, so. It's going alright, Sam. Also, welcome to the chat. Ow. Thought it'd fall a little bit faster. Oh shit, I jumped square into him. Hooray! We came back anyways, didn't matter. Oh, crap. Okay. Nope, this isn't happening. Not right now. Ugh. And we're kind of regaining a little bit right now, so that's good. Shit. We better get out of here. That room's a little bit too busy. It's going alright. We only have 3 blueprints left. Whatever, I got most of them. Ow. See, this is kind of why I want to do the blueprints anyways, because it's like, I kind of need the warm-up. That's it, it's really hard going back to not having 3 jumps. That's definitely going to be a priority when we go for our last trophy. This is going to get messy. It's money, whatever, I don't care. Oh, mods for Final Fantasy VIII? What kind of mods is there? I'm kind of familiar with ones for Final Fantasy VII. It's a lot of like a lot of minor fixes, and there's a few like texture mods and stuff like that. But I'm not really familiar with Final Fantasy VIII's mods. Oh, hey, it's knives. We can trade our knives for knives. Awesome. Nice. We kind of have to fight this boss anyway, so... Well, I mean, not really, but... might as well, since we're up here and we have full health right now. A lot of texture mods. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. I feel like I know what portion you're referring to. Buttons are helpful. Buttons are definitely helpful. Because I will say, even though I've gotten used to it at this point, it took me a very long time to get used to the 360's inputs, like, on everything versus the PlayStation controller inputs. Because I've never had a 360 controller hooked up to my PC, so it took a little while to get used to that. There we go. Whoa. The floor is lava. I'm sure there's like chicken in one of these, but... That was interesting. Huh, never mind. For some reason I felt like I caught on that wall for a second. Alright. Anyways, not too much is new today. Ow. Ouch. Wow, I wonder which one of these is the treasure. Probably neither. Ow. It only that kind of the mimic bait only really works if there's a treasure icon on the room. It doesn't really work so well if the room doesn't have any, you know, treasure chests in it. Butts are definitely helpful. Yes. I agree. That is basically what I said. Rebound half that. That is most definitely what I said. I don't know what the context was, but butts are helpful. Ouch. Want some damn treasure rooms. Not making it easy for me to get blueprints when you're not giving me any rooms to get blueprints in. I imagine they're probably all in the, like, dungeon. Ooh, just ignore the painting. Except that one, I guess we'll just hit that one because... You know what, that was pretty easy. Wow, we didn't find anything up here. That's kind of a shame. And there's still probably a few rooms here. Like 2, 3. Might as well fight the boss. Face Rig 2D? Face Rig 2D is kind of cool. I have to admit, I'm almost considering looking into it. I'm just kind of... Is the sound low for anyone else? More than the game being... Oh, more than the game sound? Really? Okay, what's the sound like, people? Because I tested it and it sounded fine to me, but maybe the game sound is off. Game's quiet? Alright, I'll jump the game up a little bit. Alright. Sorry about that. Here, the button's being pressed more than the game. Alright, you guys can give me a heads up on what that sounds like. If it's better. Oh, take no damage. Okay, here we go. Oh! My ability is to throw axes. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way to go through this. That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's no good. I'll leave that just in case I actually pick up the ability that I need to go through that. Yeah, if the game's ever, like, quiet and you can't hear the game at all, give me a heads up. Because I definitely want, you know, the game sound. Oh, of course. There we go. Pretty cool. I've never actually played the trader before because back when I played the PC version it wasn't a thing, so this is kind of cool. Axes! Nah, they're not very strong though. Ah, great. Probably should have fought the boss when I had, you know, more health. Oh yeah, it's Ponce too. I don't like fighting Ponce. Yeah, Trader. It's a special class. See? Trader. You're playing the boss of the game, essentially. That's why you have his axe attack. You get that when you beat all the secret bosses. Alright, well... Actually, let's go to a different floor, because... we'll regain a little bit of health and then come back. No, almost nothing about this game. Okay, basically what Rogue Legacy is it is essentially a 2D platformer where you go explore a castle, you have to collect 4 medallions, but the trick is collect 4 medallions and then fight the final boss. The trick is every time you enter the castle, every time you enter the castle, it's completely randomized. And when you die in the castle, you are you're not really reborn, but your heir takes over the role of going into the castle, so your generations of children basically take up your stead, your place, going into the castle. So the idea is to beat the game in as few generations as possible. Well, not even really that. The idea of the game is just to beat it and do as many cycles as you can, really. But I don't like this. But every generation has little quirks and differences. So, like for example, one of your children might be colorblind, so they don't, like, everything will be like in colorblind shades. That worked out nicely. You can have, there's like so many different traits, like I have a hard time actually even naming them all. But one of them is like nostalgia, and everything is like different. You can have like oh shit. Okay, I better focus on this room. Oh god. Ugh, I don't like this. It's raining bones. It's never a good sign. Pretty much. The idea is to get as much gold as possible when it comes down to it. Because gold is essentially experience in this. That's how you upgrade your characters and make it more possible to beat the game in each cycle. Ow. Whoa. Yeah, exactly. So right now I'm looking for blueprints. That's kind of my goal. I'm on my 3rd cycle. Ow. Yeah. Also, each cycle, of course, gets progressively harder, so that's also a thing. Oh, crap. Ate that one. Whatever. Okay, so I died. So it takes us back to the title screen, and then I get to pick one of my children to succeed me. So they all have different like little traits going on. So this one has no foot pulse, which apparently makes it so when you walk over spiked traps, it doesn't trigger them. I guess that's a thing. Flexible makes it so you turn around easier. There's a weird thing with the way turning works in this game. I can explain that sometime. This one is a dwarf and has muscle spasms. What is it? So, yeah. Never get to ride on roller coasters. I have to admit, that is one of my favorite traits in the game, though, dwarfism. Because there's so many extra little areas you can work your way into. It's great. I'll reroll. See if we have anything else. No traits. Wow, that's boring. Blade Wall versus Scythe. I'll go with Blade Wall. We didn't really get anything that time, so I guess I might as well just put it on the health. Those fill up pretty quickly, and yeah, I'm like level 366, I suppose, so of course they're gonna fill up quickly. Alright, so a little bit more health. That's a lot more health, actually. Okay, so hopefully this time we'll have better luck finding treasure rooms. Actually, this is a good like portion of the game for Splunker, because it's kind of what I really need is heads up on what directions to go for treasure. Ouch. But yeah, Rogue Legacy is pretty much available on everything. It's a pretty good game. I won't say it's flawless, but it's pretty solid for what it is. Ooh, defeat all enemies. So here we go. Their mistake was hanging their paintings so high on the wall. There we go. Stat booster. That's not very helpful. Oh, here we go. Take no damage. Ew, these are sometimes dicey. There we go. Armor increase. Those are super useful, but they're not what I'm looking for right now. Good example of how having triple jump really helps. No, you didn't. Congratulations. I've played the PS3 version over at Keats. It's a-okay. I have to admit, Puyo is kind of an interesting thing for me. It's sort of love-hate. I love the idea of it, but I'm just not experienced enough in the game to do well. It's a very hard game if you're not like after a certain point I'm sure it gets better, but I struggle with it. Ow. Whatever. I got a lot of money out of that. Ouch. Honestly, I think it came up the other week. Was it? I think you mentioned something on Twitter about one of the modes, and it's the one with Tetris and Puyo at the same time. That's my favorite mode. I love that mode. Puyo Puyo. Well, Tetris is a big name, but Puyo is sort of not, so it I'm not super surprised because it would be, in like complete honesty, like as much as I'd like to see them get localized, it would kind of be just throwing the money to the wind. Like, it would do probably okay compared to like puzzle games, but big retail releases of puzzle games aren't particularly common nowadays, especially with the mobile market and like sort of Steam mindset. The puzzle games should only cost X amount of money. I think Sega would have a hard time making on it. Where Puyo and Tetris are both kind of more familiar in Japan, I think it's a little bit safer over there to go with such a thing, but yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Man, we have so much health. I think probably our best bet's actually just to head to the dungeon and look for blueprints there. So, even though the castle's randomly generated, there's still like 4 sections to the castle, and the game always generates them roughly in the same direction. So if you head downwards, you always go to the dungeon. If you head up, you always go to the tower, and if you head to the right, you always go to the forest. And each of the game's bosses are located in each of those areas. They also have like a difficulty ranking to them. So the area I'm in right now is the first area, which is considered the easiest. But the forest is considered second easiest. Then it goes tower and then dungeon. So there's like a rough direction you can go, even though it is randomly generated. So now we're in the dungeon, the land of darkness, as they call it for some reason. I never remember the dungeon's actual name. I remember the Maya for some reason. The Maya I remember it really well. Anyway, so I'm really pleased we beat Lawrence yesterday, which was really good. It was really fast too. Like, I think I streamed for 15 minutes and I beat him, so I was really pleased about that. So we kind of, there's things I can do in Bloodborne, but we're kind of at the point now where it's not going to be my main streaming game, so I'm gonna have to look for a new game to put in my main slot. On my streaming lineup. Oh, these ones are a pain. That saved me, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. Nope. Really, really bad at these ones. I'll take this and take out the first guy, and then we'll just like work our way through. Well, that's the thing, is I feel like Puyo, to go the digital route's probably the safest route for it. Oh, this is gonna take forever. We're not even gonna kill it, because we're gonna run out of MP first. No, we did! We actually did kill it. What a pain in the butt. Ow. Shit. Well, so much for that. And honestly, going the digital route probably would have been the safest. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't go the digital route with it, because, yeah. they'd have the least. It would be the cheapest, and it would also, you know, have the best room for like turnaround. But I think the problem is it's sort of like what Darius Burst is going through right now. They're wanting to charge full price retail, like a retail price on it, but it's hard to get good sales on these kind of genres right now, especially going digital. Going digital makes it cheaper for them, but when they're not passing the savings onto the consumer on any level, they're kind of, you know, that's kind of rough. That's kind of how I've felt about Nintendo's stance with digital. Like, it's one of those things, you're saving a fair amount in production costs, and when the consumer doesn't gain any from that, because the consumer ultimately doesn't have anything they can, you know, hold, and, you know, when they go digital, so they're relying on the fact that, you know, when they want to play that game in 10 years' time, that the service is still going to be there, and they're going to be able to download that game whenever they want. So, and that's a hard promise. It's not even really a promise. It's one of those things you're just kind of relying on it. Having Tetris rights. Yeah, I think that probably is part of the reason. Tetris is kind of a weird series like that because the rights get passed around every once in a while. God. There we go. Get some more money, I guess. Why not? Ow. Yeah, it's tricky. Like, I do think Nintendo's made some headway when it comes to like their digital pricing, or well, digital, because they're doing sales now, which like they practically never did on the Wii. They've made a little bit of room, I think, but Nintendo still has a little ways to go. Honestly, I feel like all the companies do a little bit, because Steam definitely, like, you know, when they have a Steam sale going, like, consoles can't really compete with it. I have enough health, I don't care. That's what later cycles in the game kind of become. You use your health as a shield to get through situations. Oh, we're in the forest now. Yeah, if you don't like the game, well, you kind of, you know, that's it. But the gist of it is like, in theory, and this is like what it comes down to, is when you're buying digital, I think that it should be at a lower price point. So, and that's one of the little reasons, because you also don't have the safety of saying, oh, if I don't like this game, I can go and trade it or sell it or do whatever. Put it in a trash can and take a picture and put it on Twitter. You know, you don't have that freedom to sell a game you don't like. So, you know, you lose certain freedoms going digital. So, because when it comes down to it, Twitter picture. Oh God, man, getting a lot of rooms like this. Ugh, it's just pushing them all up into the corner. There we go. Ooh. But yeah, anyway, so Puyo Tetris though, pretty good. Like I said before though, it's my biggest hurdle with it is just I'm not very good at Puyo. I like the idea of it, just not good. I'm not particularly practiced in it. Even Tetris, like, I don't feel like I'm terrible at Tetris, but it's just like I don't do well in it. It's definitely a case that a lot of people I play with are more versed in those games. There we go. Which includes Skaz in the chat. Ow. Ew. I'm not that good at Tetris. I'm like okay at Tetris. I'm not what I consider good at Tetris. Steam does have like a policy where if you buy a game, you can return it within 2 hours. I have versions of Tetris I do like. I like Tetris Battle Gaiden on the Super Nintendo. I actually really, really like it. I'm not great at Tetris. I felt we were very like even white when it came to Tetris. We were pretty close. I feel like you won more. Tetris, yeah, I know what that's like, Son. Tetris can be very stressful. Like, it's a very, very stressful game sometimes. It's like, I mean, there's a quality about it where you can just kind of zone out and just play Tetris, but especially if you're playing competitively against other people, or just, even just playing it sometimes, it's like, this is really stressful for no real particular reason. It just feels really, really stressful right now to me. And of course, Panel de Pawn. Love Panel de Pawn. Probably my favorite puzzle game. Actually, I'd have to think about that. I'd have to think about that a little bit. I do like Panel de Pawn a lot, though. I'm trying to think, what puzzle games do I have? I like Trash Panic. I know I have a history about not liking Trash Panic, but I like Trash Panic in the end. But it's not what I consider a very good puzzle game. It's special defeat all in it. Damn it! I want to defeat you, tiny skeleton, but I can't. Panel de Pawn. Yeah, I know. You're really good at it, White. You're definitely like a step above where I'm at. A lot of the people I play with are also extremely good at Panel de Pawn. I like Dr. Mario, but I'm also, like, I'm okay at Dr. Mario. I'm not great at Dr. Mario. My biggest qualm with Dr. Mario, especially competitively, is I don't think it's a game that should have garbage blocks. Oh, this is interesting. I don't think it's a game that should have garbage blocks. I know that sounds silly, but that, as a puzzle game, Panel de Pawn or Dr. Mario has probably the highest like ratio for you having to get every situation correct to do well, because it's not easy to repair mistakes in Dr. Mario, like it is even Tetris. In Tetris, you can make a mistake, but you can save yourself. Not easily, it definitely takes work, but it's doable. In Dr. Mario, it just hits a point where everything starts to just like build up, and it's just like, well, that's as far as I made it. I forgot I was eating that burrito. Oh man, Panel de Pawn, so good. I like it, but you're definitely like beyond me, White. I know a couple people, Skaz in the chat would probably be very comparable level to you. Pat used to be very, very, very good at Panel de Pawn. So, but it's been forever since he played, and I know he's slowed down quite a bit since then. But he used to be like incredible at the game. I think out of everybody I know, when he was in shape, he was probably the best I knew. And that says a lot, because you're extremely good at Panel de Pawn, White. It was not unusual for him to like just routinely crush in the run of like 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds. It was really, really fast rounds. God. To be fair, was it? I know that white also crushed in like sometimes 15-20 seconds. That's impressive. I bet Cloud and Pat are probably on similar levels. Man, there's like no fairy chests. I feel like they may have made them rarer. Ow. We're definitely going to be buying some upgrades after this. Oh, here we go. These are good rooms, because they're easy and you get a fairy chest. Actually, I don't know if it's a fairy chest. You get a good chest. It can have... Yeah, this is a fairy chest. You can get blueprints. There we go. Blueprint. So that's 1, 2 left. I guess we just go down this way. I see some. Well, that is definitely a thing. Like, you can get used to things on muscle memory. I mean, like... I know in BlazBlue, if I land the first hit of Tao's, like, string that I typically do, or combo that I typically do, I can probably just do the whole combo without looking. I don't really need to see anything. I just need to know that it actually connected. But that's also a fighting game, so, you know, it's just like a... You know, once it's hit confirmed, it's, you know, you don't really need a lot more information beyond that. Crap. I don't even care! Because I have so much health. I'm losing my health very quickly. Help. Oh, here we go. Another room. Might get blueprints from this room. Nice! One left. One left. Ooh, take... Oh, we don't have enough air dashes for this. Yeah, I wish there was like an online option for Panel de Pawn. I wish there was an online option for Panel de Pawn, but there was a DS version, but the servers are down now, so... yeah, we should probably play Panel de Pawn sometime. I think part of the problem with like doing puzzle games is, though, has been the fact that puzzle games, even though they seem like easy like options for people, they're probably some of the hardest games we play. So I can kind of understand why. Wow, there's a lot of momentum. I even my air dash isn't even enough to stop it. I just have so much health, I don't even care. I just walk through everything. Hey, High Roller, welcome to the chat. How do I think it will go down? I think they're gonna announce Cloud. They're gonna announce probably 2 characters that will go with Cloud, similar to how Ryu was announced. So it's gonna probably be Cloud, Wolf, and another returning character. I don't know who it will be. I assume Wolf, just because I feel like there's general interest in Wolf coming back. Shovel Knight would be interesting. I want to believe, but here's what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna announce tomorrow that there's gonna be 2 upcoming releases for DLC. I think they're gonna announce Cloud, Wolf, whoever. Probably coming out towards the end of the month. Honestly, I figure it's probably pretty close to. Then they're gonna announce that the winners of the character ballot, which will probably be, I mean, I don't know who it'll be, but it'll probably be another like 2 or 3 characters or whatever. I don't know, maybe 1 character. But they'll come out at a later date. But they'll announce who it is, but we might not necessarily see gameplay of them. Shantae over Shovel Knight. Yeah. Honestly, I could see both as options. Shovel Knight's been a very popular game, and Shantae does have a history. Shantae has a very quiet history, though. It's not. She's definitely not like. You know, it's like not quite. She has her own sort of very specific niche she like fits into. Like, people that are hardcore into, like, you know, Nintendo systems will know Shantae, but if you're just kind of, you know, just the casual fan, you probably won't know Shantae. Personally, I still feel like Nintendo has a huge amount of characters they could draw from within their it's a shame because I do feel like Nintendo has a lot of characters that could be in the game that probably won't make it. Wolf and maybe Pichu. Yeah, something like that, Steve. Yeah, Rare Retro Replay was, yeah, Rare themselves said no. That was kind of... I could tell what Microsoft was doing there. They were like, oh, you know... They were kind of, I think, trying to bait the idea that, you know, oh, ask Nintendo, and Nintendo would say, you know, probably no. So, but it kind of maybe backfired a little bit because it was Rare that had to say no. But that's not really a surprise to anyone. I think it was more PR spin than necessarily actual hard evidence that there was room for it to happen. I mean, it would be great if it did happen. I will say Microsoft, I think, is in a position right now where they're kind of trying to play more than just their own console, because I think they're aware that the Xbox One isn't doing great. And that probably in the long term, and we talked about this other day on stream, talked about in the long term that it's probably going to be something that I can see Microsoft treading into the territory of like PC console much easier. Yeah, I don't think it was Phil Spencer, Xbox guy. I believe it's Nielsen. I forget what his name is. I know he's Major Nielsen. Larry Herb. I think it was him. See, Inkling would be great. I would friggin' love Inkling to win the character vote. Because that is a great character that, you know, that's been Nintendo's strongest new franchise in years, and it's a shame that it's not going to make the cut into the Smash Brothers. I think next Smash Brothers we'll definitely see Inkling, hands down. That's gonna be a thing that'll happen, but it would be nice to see it in this one, because I think Smash 4 will probably be the last Smash Brothers game we see for a little while at least. I don't think we're gonna see one right away on Nintendo's next platform. I know Nintendo will definitely be like, you know, pretty much starting development probably relatively soon if they haven't already, but I don't think we'll see the game for a while. Poor Sakurai. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the next one isn't, if this one isn't his last one, the next one might be. Because there's definitely a tone with a lot of the stuff he talks about. Splatoon stage would be really nice. I'd be completely game for a Splatoon stage. I think Nintendo might be reluctant though to do like a Splatoon character in this one because it's really easy like fodder for the next Smash Brothers game. It's like, you know, you can totally see a reveal for it, and that being like really easy for Nintendo to capitalize on, because there would clearly be excitement for it, for Splatoon character and stage. But honestly, I have no idea who will win the character vote. Knowing the internet, probably Goku, but but it's one of those things that I don't know. Ever since Cloud, everything's like, oh, you know, before Cloud it was like, no, that's not viable. Nintendo will never do that. And now that Cloud's out, I don't know. Fuck it, put Goku in the game. I mean, it honestly probably wouldn't be that hard for Nintendo. But personally, I think probably the character I'd like to see the most would be, what is Shovel Knight and Shantae? Shovel Knight and Shantae, I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. I would lean... You missed all that because you're on call. The gist of it is, I think they're going to do two things tomorrow. They're going to reveal Cloud, probably two returning characters, probably Wolf, I don't know, Pichu or something. Then reveal the winner of the character ballot, which will be added into the game at a later point. Chances are Cloud will probably be out at the end of the month. I feel like that'd probably be pretty reasonable. Maybe the 15th of January, something like that. I love Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong is a character that I think is really overlooked. King K. Rool I would be a-okay with. In general, this is like a running thing I've said with Smash Brothers before. I feel like the characters that Nintendo could draw on the most, which would be the most interesting, is villains. I don't think the game has... Nintendo has some great villains, and they have kind of overlooked a lot of them. Because I feel like what they should have been trying to do is round out each cast with a villain. But personally, I do feel like Dixie. Dixie is like probably the character that is most overdue for being in Smash Brothers. I was surprised when she didn't make it into Brawl, and I was surprised when she didn't make it into Smash 4. I'll be very, very surprised if she doesn't make it into the next Smash Brothers game. I don't know if you're referring to me, Hyler, but that's not anything what I just said. But Dixie would be great. I suppose yeah, I'm saying Dixie, but no, King K. Rool would be great, particularly if they go with his like second piratey form rather than the king. They could just do costumes, so that would be easy enough. I still prefer the design though of King K. Rool's like pirate costume a bit more. Ridley I'd love to see, but I do understand like the technical limitations of having a character like Ridley. I think Sakurai could do it. It's just you know. Oh, damn. Dwarf hole. Ouch. So, as far as of Shantae and Shovel Knight, though, which seem to be two of the like most popular character votes choices I hear, I'm leaning Shantae just a little bit. I'm more familiar with Shovel Knight, because I don't. Ooh, this is a room where we can get a fairy chest, and that would be good because we are just one blueprint away. Come on, go at you. I'm more familiar with Shovel Knight, but I don't know. I think Shantae would be kind of interesting. Hey, it's the last blueprint. So, achievement up there. No? Oh, we might have to cash them out. So, we'd actually have to die. But I don't plan on dying today. So, I guess we're just gonna have to beat the whole castle. That's the only other choice. I think we can do it. We have a fair amount of health. So now we just have to find the boss rooms. Ugh, I don't want to fight those. Take no damage. Might as well try it. Yeah, more armor. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky. I think she has like enough other like things she can do that that I don't think they'll rely on that for a moveset. That'd be really nice. I'd kind of be okay with Great Glacier. It wasn't my favorite stage in Brawl, but it was really well done. Yeah, the summit. My only issue with that stage was playing online, because it just was not feasible to play that stage online. It was not a good stage for the first Smash Brothers with online play. I will say that much. Oh, Mimic. And it got me. It wasn't even a treasure icon. I don't want to do these rooms. I want to just go find the boss. Beat up the boss. I don't think ice climbers are too, like, impossible, but it's one of those things that I could see if it was really, like, a huge hurdle for the 3DS, it might just put them on the Wii U. I know they've said before that they don't want the versions to have differences, but it's so late in the game's life at this point that it's hard to say if they care anymore about that. I'm sure they do, but... yeah, even then, I do think the ice climbers, even outside of just like the technical limitations of the 3DS, I think they had other problems. I think in general, having characters that are more than one character are kind of troublesome in Smash. Olimar kind of gets away with it because his Pikmin aren't really like fleshed out characters that can do things on their own. but it's definitely kind of like, I think if there's gonna be a problem you run into, it's gonna be with those characters. They're gonna be I think they're very hard to balance. The boss room must be this way. Need to gain some health back, so I should probably fight some stuff. And this one's taking some damage. There. My own laziness is getting to me. There's too many things to give a shit about. Ow. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Oh, we definitely have lots of money, so there's that. Good memories. I was never a big fan of poker floats. It was not a stage I enjoyed very much. I did like Foresight, but I don't think it was a very, like, from like a design standpoint, I don't think it's a great stage. It's nice, but it feels very mismatched at times, just because it's like you have like the main body of the stage, a lot of like narrow drops in the center, a few very small ledges that you can't really do anything on. The UFO, which is slippery for some reason, which, fair enough, I'm okay with that. It's just a lot of very strange elements that come together. The thing is, though, like, I feel from like a tournament standpoint, just nothing that I could say is necessarily like illegal, I guess, because it's not like it is randomized in any way. It's just not a great stage to fight on. Magicant would be fun. Magicant would be pretty good. The bird guy, yeah, he does kind of ruin the stage to a certain extent. Honestly, I'd like it even just for like having the Omega theme of it, though. Even Foresight, I could see lending itself well to an Omega. Defeat all enemies. Oh, great. Missile launcher. Hey, drop chicken. Nice. More health. Because that's definitely what I need. Oh, crap. Man. Ouch. Okay. That's true, they could do something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Honestly, we could probably make the standard version Moon side and the Mega version 4 side. It would almost make more sense that way. Hey Jared, welcome back. Anyway, so that's the gist, I think, of what I expect tomorrow. Honestly, probably a few more stages will get announced. That wouldn't surprise me too much. Also, I look forward to the Big Guy stage. That's another one which I think is probably, bar like some kind of crazy summon that's going to ruin things, I don't see anything super illegal about the stage, so that's good. Yeah, whoa. Hans is picking up speed. Oh, shit, 2 dashes. Wasn't expecting that. Nah, he was done. Lots of money! Give me treasure! Moonside's section in Earthbound. It's sort of like a mirror version of Fourside. Maybe a nightmare version of Fourside would be better. Better description. Cash prizes? What's that supposed to mean? Oh yeah, cash prizes. The game. The game I'm playing. Yeah, like the thing is like, at least from what I've seen of it, I don't see anything super illegal about it. The one that might be troublesome is Ramu doing the thunder thing, which looks like it's kind of like a strobe light thing that electrifies you when you're in it. It looks like you can probably air dodge through it, but it does look like it might be something that's a little bit too distracting for people. But I think it should be alright. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we're not running a tournament this month, just because it'll give people time to like settle on Cloud a little bit. Just because I think if we ran a tournament like as soon as Cloud came out, we'd have a lot of people playing Cloud at the tournament. Not too big of a deal to me, but it's probably worth seeing how he pans out first. At least a little bit. And I'd probably be one of them, because I'm looking really forward to Cloud, so... yeah. I'm basically expecting Cloud, probably 2 returning characters, and then them to announce the winner of the character ballot. That's kind of what I'm expecting tomorrow. I expect Cloud probably to be out. Cloud and the other characters probably will come out, my best guess, either the 31st or January 15th or something. The thing is, though, is the Slash. I get the feeling it's always going to be in the same spot, and there is foreshadowing to it, so it's the same idea as the Laser and Halbert. I don't think that is enough to be considered illegal. There's like nothing really to that. It's just, you see what's his face, Odin in the background riding in, and it's like, oh, Odin's here. Time to get out of the center. And then I will do my very, very best to throw people into Odin, because that will be amazing. I want to say Gilgamesh, just because I've been playing Record Keeper a lot lately, and they kind of have a very similar quality. They like swinging swords. It's just that Gilgamesh doesn't have a cool horse. But Gilgamesh would love a cool horse if he could have one. I know he wouldn't say no. time to peace out, exactly. You get it. Hyrule gets it. It was only really Ramu that I think might be the one that might ruin the stage. Leviathan might also be a bit of a factor because he kind of puts water down the sides, which has a lot of pull. I imagine that water is going to be treated less like how it is in the Super Mario Sunshine stage, and more like, yeah, and that's the other reason why I was thinking Gilgamesh, High Roller. The water might be less like Super Mario Sunshine, and probably more like the Pokemon stage, Spear Pillar, or is it Spear Pillar? I don't know if it's Spear Pillar or not. I feel like Spear Pillar is the one from Brawl. Now I gotta check that, because it's gonna... Yeah, okay, that's the one from Brawl. I don't know why I got that name. Okay, Kalos, Pokemon League, I guess. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stage. Yeah, the Elite Four stage, yeah. It's the Elite Four stage from a continent that was in Pokemon. That's all we know. Doesn't look good. Is my batteries low? Oh well, if they run out, they run out. Okay, so this is the fourth boss. This one was interesting because they definitely changed it at some point. Because I remember the original release of this on PC. This boss was like one of the easiest, hands down. The thing that gets me is I wouldn't be able to tell you what they changed exactly. Other than maybe just making things harder or something. Yeah. Fortunately for them, I'm a barbarian. And I have a bajillion health, so... And they keep giving me chicken, which is great, so... Perfect. Ow. There we go! It was so boring. Well, you know, High Roller was a rough time for the market back in the 90s. Guess I might as well go down here and get this chest. I have so much health, I don't care if I get hit anymore. So this isn't good though, because it's giving me bad habits for my next cycle, which is going to be the one where then I'm going to have to be really careful about being hit. That's interesting. The name got blotted out. Alright, so... Okay, let's just like check this out quickly. What's our battery situation? Okay, 2 bars. I don't know why the thing was yellow. No, that's not what we want to go to. Okay, we haven't got the blueprints one just yet. That'll probably trigger when we beat the game. Though using architects. So that's going to be the very last one we try. And I'm going to try that one at least once or twice tonight, probably. It's kind of an interesting concept. You have to beat the game from sort of scratch, from level 1, within 15 generations, which is not an easy feat, because the very first play of the game is definitely the hardest. So that's going to be a bit of a thing. Well, that was a conversation killer. My goodness. Sometimes it just goes dead. That's just how things roll on Twitch. Alright, so fun boss time. Let's do this. Johannes. I'm impatient. Hurry up. He kept walling me with the wall blades. What did the fountain do for anyone anyways? It doesn't seem to help anyone. Ooh. I have so much health right now. Oh, that's that. Fountain slain. Bleh. Whoa, money. Alright, well, let's get out of here. We did it! We beat the game again! Boop! There we go. Whoa, giant eyeball! Turned around, that's... yeah. That's what I see. Oh man. Now I'm thinking about puzzle games. I'm trying to think of puzzle games I really like. Let me see. Tetris Tag, definitely. Panel to Pawn. Trash Panic. I have a weird history with Trash Panic, and maybe someday I'll play through it again, but man, that was a tough game, but I kind of love it anyways. Even though I was very angry. Woo? Yoshi's Cookie's pretty good. I didn't really like Yoshi's Cookie very much until we ended up playing over there, like, off and on. And then I was like, wow, I actually kind of like Yoshi's Cookie a lot. Let me think. What other puzzle games do I like? Forced Enjoyment and Merriment. No, it's legit. It's just... it's definitely not the first time I've beat this game. Puzzle games I like. I like Critter Crunch. Critter Crunch is kind of underappreciated. And there's certain versions of Magical Drop I like. I don't really like the one that's on Steam. There's another version which I actually liked quite a little bit. Slam Bolt, I guess, if you consider it a puzzle game. It vaguely fits. Slam Bolt kind of doesn't fit into any one genre particularly well. It's silly, but I like the idea of it, because it's like the idea of making a puzzle tower defense game, which I think is a very novel concept, but I think the execution leaves a lot to be desired. Catherine, really like Catherine. I do like Dr. Mario, but I do think it's flawed. It's heavily flawed for competitive play. I guess the Dr. Luigi fixed that a little bit by changing like how attacks are done, which I'm pleased because that's like basically Dr. Mario's greatest flaw. Tetrasphere was one that I really like. What else? I feel like there's a few puzzle games that I'm forgetting that I really like, but I can't remember what they are. The thing is probably most of them are digital at this point. Catherine's a good puzzle game. It's actually a surprisingly good competitive puzzle game. Yeah, I think the problem with Dr. Luigi was honestly the asking price. I think asking price on it was... I never actually played Numblast. Tetrasphere had really good music, yeah, I agree. Man, look at my character. She's a champ. Back to the castle. Our castle, not the other castle. Woo! Yay! Knight family. +4. There we go. We got our trophy for getting all the blueprints.